Hello, everyone, and welcome to Problem Solve Her, a creative, fun, innovative, passionate, awesome podcast for women and men, because we have 25% men. And I keep saying that because it's a large number for a female podcast. I'm your co-host, Chloe, along with my girl,
Dagmar.
Dagmar's in the house. Everyone, I want to start today first by saying we have a couple of sponsors already. We would like to take this moment to thank our sponsors. Bronzea is a mobile spray tanner which can be done in the comfort of your own home. Founded by Gina, an experienced beauty professional with a cosmetology license of over 9 years. Bronzea was birthed by name and cross-pollinated from Bronzendea, meaning goddess in Italian. Gina really missed giving women that inner confidence and glow one spray at a time. So, are you ready to unlock your inner Bronzea and allow Gina to make you feel fabulous before meeting a family affair, maybe a night out with your significant others, or maybe it's ladies' night? So please go to Bronzea Spray Tans at Instagram and use promo code ProblemSolvHer, no E on solve, for the month of September. We've only been on the air for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, and we're so excited to have them soon. But I would like to sponsor us before Dagmar starts to let you know where to find us. And we are on ProblemSolvHer.com, no E on solve. You can see all of our coaching offerings there, where Dagmar can give you some really awesome ways to monetize your passion and SEO expertise and analytics and all these fabulous things that I know nothing about in SEO and SEM. And you can find us on Instagram at ProblemSolveHer, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Yay!
Woo,
And
woo.
we talk about the joy of pet parenting.
Ooh.
So how is it to be a dog mama?
Oh, I'm gonna cry. My little baby, he's just, hi, poo-poo, say hi.
Oliver.
So there are these, we've talked about this. There are these Instagrams and TikToks of women in the labor room holding a dog saying, tell me I didn't give birth to this animal. Like they do it all the time. It's really funny. And it's like, I gave birth. This is my child. And it's interesting because all of my friends in my building where I live, the majority are because they have dogs. And Oliver, these are Oliver's friends. And when we first introduced ourselves and I sent a text to somebody new where they sent to me, I say, hi, I'm Oliver's mom, or the dad, hi, I'm Ringo's dad. Like everybody, no one says I'm the pet owner. Everyone says the mom or the dad, because pets are like humans and dogs are the closest to humans, and cats, of course. And the joy that it brings into my life in my 40s is I can't even speak the words, because I can be having a very stressful day. He could actually be the one stressing me out. He wakes me up too early. I don't want to go out right away. He's licking my face. Mom, let's get this party started. And I'm like, it's 7:15 on a Saturday. No. But the moment we get going and the day starts and the joy and everyone sees him on the street, Oliver, he's like the mayor of the neighborhood. I can't describe the words. I never knew. I had so many dogs growing up. I had a family dog that lived till 19. Oscar, RIP, we love you so much, buddy. And I had 5 dogs in Jamaica at one time. But having Oliver as mine, as we say in Jamaica, my pick-me, there's no words. The joy is, it's endless, honestly. It was the best decision I ever made. And you and my brother, Dylan, who will be on in the next segment, well, we already did it, but once you produce it, you guys really helped push me, because everyone else was saying, oh my God, a puppy is so much work. It's like having a baby. It's so hard. And I went, I make my own decisions. And you and Dylan really helped. I was like already there. I was like 95, 92%. And I needed to get to 100, and you guys got me there. So thank you for that.
I remember the day you called me and you were not crying, but you were really very, very down and just very sad. that from everybody you got the response, and I didn't know you were thinking about getting a little doggy. From everybody you got the response, you shouldn't do it, too much responsibility, too much work, complicates life. And you said to me, I'm ready to take care of a little one. And I really want a little one which belongs to me, which is part of my life, which is my companion. I really want this. And I totally felt what you felt. 3 times in my life, I wanted a child, and I had partners they didn't. So I never got a child. I always had like 8 godchildren and always children in my life, but I never had my own child. And as you said it to me, I knew what you felt. And that's what I said, just get him. Like you're emotionally and spiritually ready to get him, and mentally and physically you will figure it out. I know the day you brought him home, oh my God, it was like this little snowball of joy finally arrived.
Yeah, I birthed him in the hospital and I brought him home. You're absolutely right. I mean, you and I we can just extrapolate on this in a different episode because it's a very sensitive topic for a lot of women. But there are a lot of women that want children and for whatever reason can't have them or didn't have them, or like you said, their partner didn't want, or by the time you're ready and you find a partner that does, it's too late and you're in, menopause or whatever it may be. And I could still have a child. Thank God. I was at the doctor just a month ago and, this, and I'm happy to discuss this on another episode because I know a lot of women in their 40s go through fibroids and the cysts. And, I had a polyp removed. And these are challenges and things that women have to go through. But having an animal as your child is just as good. And you know that because you have so many kitties that fill your life, that are around you all the time, giving you love, causing havoc and a little bit of trouble, some specific, ones that like to go on the road because they're road cats sometimes, but they always come home. But you know this, the joy that they bring. First of all, they don't talk back to you. Let's start there, right? They don't talk back. They know that you're their treat dealer, right? I like to call when the treaty dealer or the cookie dealer, and you take care of them and you feed them, you give them a good home, you give them love. And the love that they give back is like, I mean, I hate getting woken up at 7:15 on a Saturday morning if I was out the night before till say 11 o'clock and had, a few glasses of wine. I want to sleep. But the kisses, and then he comes up to my neck and just cuddle. And I'm like, who could say no to this guy? But I want to hear from your perspective as a cat mama to many cats, what that joy brings to you and how they're your children.
So for women over 40 with pets, that's how I feel, like the midlife pet parenting.
Okay, midlife doesn't start till 60, but I'll let you say that term. Go ahead.
Okay. Midlife pet.
40s is not midlife. If 40s is midlife, I'm done. Please put a cork in it. I'm out. I can't.
Okay. What it gives me is it gives me structure. It gives me a goal and focus why I work so hard, like working harder to give my cats a better life or animals. Because I have wildlife outside too, like birds and squirrels I take care of. And originally how it started for me, I really only had like kitties, outside kitties in Germany as I grew up, right? And
No
then
dogs?
never had a dog.
Wow.
And then I came
But
to
you're such a dog person.
Then I came to the United States and we had an outside cat, but something bad happened. So was sad. And I needed a new cell phone. And my ex-husband and I went to the mall to get for me a new cell phone. And we passed by a cat adoption center in the middle of the mall. And do you want to go in just to say hello to the kitties? And I don't know, it's not a good idea, perhaps. And then we went inside and there was Sheba. She was like this oversized cat, like 25 pounds.
I love fat cats.
Nobody wanted her. And my God, my caregiver and my helper and my rescuer comes out. And I'm, okay, I adopt her. So we adopt her. And I remember the carrier boxes, right? What you get from the rescues wasn't big enough. So they had to shoved her in. And then as we came home, like, she just made herself a home. And then a little bit later, I thought, oh my God, she's so alone. Perhaps she wants a friend. So I went to one of the pet stores and they had an adoption day. And there was this huge Australian tabby and totally laid back, relaxed. And I thought, oh my God, he's the perfect friend for Sheba, because Sheba, with her 25 pounds, she couldn't move a lot at this point. And I brought him home, and his personality changed from totally relaxed and calm to stalking Sheba. Wherever she was, he had to be, and she was so annoyed. And then
He was persistent.
he was persistent. And then I thought, and Sheba doesn't want a friend. And to sidetrack him, perhaps I should get another kitty. That's how I got Snow White. So then went going grocery shopping, and that's all in a time frame of like 1.5, 2 years. Went grocery shopping, and there is an emergency vet, and they also had a playroom for cats. And I went in, and there was a cat, no hair at all. And they told me, she just gave birth to babies and we could adopt out the babies, but nobody wants this cat with no hair. And it was not a hairless cat, like the ones they are selling.
Right.
It was a cat with no hair. She just looks totally malnourished.
I've never even heard of that.
She had hair, but just to show the malnourishment, she lost all her hair.
Wow.
So brought her home, and within half a year, she was this fluffy ragdoll with a lot of hair. So that's how my cat journey started. And at that point, it was more like playing with cats and enjoying the company. So now in my midlife, it gives me a focus and a goal to get up every day, no matter if I feel good, no matter if I'm a little bit low energy, and having the desire and the willingness to create something for myself, for my kitties, for the world, to really share my belief that life quality should be equal for all living beings. And this gives me so much energy and so much strife. So no matter how bad sometimes days are, what I'm going through or the cats go through, it always gets me moving forward. And now with being excited, my cat website and my cat directory, my cat store. So what started more as I want to help caregiver and rescuer, now it's becoming really part of my business focus, which is very exciting and fits with what I'm doing anyway with the search engine optimization and the geo and analytics and everything. So I feel so blessed that they give me a tool to live a purposeful, peaceful, loving.
I love that for you. And I'm watching the way you smile and how your eyes light up when you say that. Everything you just said, I resonate with every single word. They give you the drive and the purpose and the structure. It's so true. Oliver sets the tone for the day. When he wants to get up, I have 7 or 8 minutes window, and he's so good, and he doesn't go in the house, and he's very well trained. He trained himself, basically. I can't even take the credit. And when he pulls over the harness and it comes off the door and it's in his mouth hanging, when he comes to the bed, like, Mom, what's up? I'm like, it's go time. And no matter what, like you said, I'm tired. My body's physically exhausted. I don't want to get up. I'm so comfortable in bed because I have fabulous sheets and my down comforter and the pillows. Got to get up. And that starts the tone for the day. But that structure is really important for people because it gets you motivated and it gets you moving.
Yes.
And
I'm sorry.
right? No. That's it.
The other thing, I don't know how it is for you, because I never had kids, so I never could experience if I'm a helicopter mom. And with the cats, I will.
No, you would be. Because you are with the cats. I don't mean to cut you off. You don't even have to finish the sentence. I'm the same way with Oliver. I would be that mom if my son was at a party. I would be blowing that phone up. I said to be home at midnight. It's 12:01. Okay, mom, it's 12:01. It's 12:04. You better walk in that door in 32 seconds. You and I would be the same exact way.
So for a long time, and my neighbor who has 2 bunnies, so sometimes I do bunny sitting. My neighbor is the sunshine dad. Don't worry about the bunnies. The bunnies got out and hop around the bushes in the backyard. Oh, don't worry about it. But they could be eaten, whatever. Oh, don't worry about it. That will be fine. Oh, they don't have enough fresh water. They still have enough water. No, they need fresh water twice a day. So for a long time, I enjoyed being a helicopter mom because it gave me the feeling of I'm living my purpose. I do everything for my little ones. Then I came to the point where it became overwhelming because it became out of balance and more my main focus and not my business or my own life, right? Self-care. Because as a helicopter mom, you always can see something, what you can do better, what you can improve, what you can want to control more, right? And that made me aware of that I'm losing my balance. So and that's perhaps 2 years ago, since I realized that, I switched and I said, okay, what can I learn from them that eases my life a little bit and takes away this helicopter mom, which became too heavy over time. Because when you're in your midlife, you're at the point now you want to enjoy life. You want to be balanced, grounded, relax a little bit. You don't want to be stressed out for nothing anymore.
Facts.
Yes. And
Period.
what the cats really helped me in my business, I don't know if you experienced that. So I'm a controller. Out of the fear, something is not good enough, something is not perfect, somebody will complain. It doesn't show my whole values. It's coming out of fear. Controlling is, in my experience, out of fear, something. That's why you should
100%.
control. So with the outside cats in my neighborhood, with my cat communities, because I cannot control them, I cannot control them to stay really only on the neighborhood property and not go to the another neighborhood because they're outside cats. I already tried. If they would enjoy living inside, they don't. They cry, they bite, they want to get out. And it helped me to, from a spiritual perspective, be grateful for the time I have with them. And after I'm done feeding and watering them, I tell them I love them, stay safe, especially now with the coyotes coming and only 7 miles away from us. Stay safe. And I put safety
Measures
measures
in place.
To ease my concern, like little concrete pipes where they can hide in, but it's too small for the coyotes to go in, or like steps going up the house or going up the tree so that the cats can go up, but small enough that the coyotes cannot go up or not hang up. So next to being a cat mom, right, and like they are my little ones. Some, like Snow White, is my soul daughter. And the other ones, they are more my little ones, my kitties. And they behave more like kitties. Snow White, she has human features. A lot of
I
human.
understand that. Oliver is a human to me. My parents know. Where's my grandson? And it's Gammy and Gampy. Okay. Some animals are more human with their expressions and the way that it's like they're talking to you and you know what they're saying. But it's interesting. Everything you just said is literally how you are in business. I found the place that coyotes can't come in, structure. I put this in place, the measures, organization. This is exactly who you are. And it funnels into your everyday life with the little ones, then translates back to business, keeps you organized, and gives you purpose, which I love for you because
Yes.
I know you're a real cat lover, not just a cat mom, but a true serious. I mean, you've got the kitty in the background in the painting there. I can see one eye. Hi, kitty. We would like to take this moment and break in the episode to thank our sponsors. Robin Lord Law is New Jersey's premier criminal defense attorney for over 2 decades. Robin believes in justice for all and an aggressive legal approach in the courtroom, defending her clients with facts and passion. With an extremely high success rate, Robin has caught a lot of attention in the media with her bold approach in the courtroom and fabulous style. For more information, please contact Robin directly at robinlordlaw.com.
Yes.
So
That's really the life lessons from babies I learned. What did you learn, or how did you do the bonding with your pet? How did you do the bonding with Oliver?
that's a great question. I know a lot of people, this happened recently to someone I know, they couldn't handle the dog. She was too much for them, too much energy. She gave them to someone else in the building that worked in the building that was part of the concierge. This is my parents' building. And then that person, I was coaching her and helping her. I don't know what to do. The cat's all over the place, going to the bathroom everywhere, can't train, this and that. I said, you have to be patient. I said, they feed off of your energy. And then the dog now is with her aunt. So this poor dog has been in 3 homes in the last 6 months. So the bonding process, first of all, you have to be very patient when you have a puppy. I remember the first few months when I had him, the first few months were like, wow, getting into a routine, having to take him out to the bathroom in the middle of the night to try to train him fine. I trained him on the pads first. People, if you don't live in a house and you live in a condo or an apartment building and you have to go down to all the way down the elevator and take them outside, you put the pads in, that's okay. But you have to know at which time to get rid of those pads. The bonding for me was making him feel safe, giving him so much love, constantly cuddling, loving. A lot of the dog breeders and trainers say, don't let your pet sleep in the bed. Wrong answer. There are so many studies done today where they say if women sleep in the bed with a dog over their significant other, they sleep better. He has been in my bed since the first day I brought him home. He was not in a crate. He was never crate trained, and he can go wherever he wanted and go on the couch and do whatever, but he's respectful of those places. And I think because I allowed that, we bonded very closely, and he's a real mama's boy. I could say that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Share something how you handle separation anxiety.
I can't because I don't, he comes with me everywhere. When I go on vacation, it's hard. So I was just in Europe for 2 weeks, and I work from home, and like a lot of people do from COVID. So from the time I had him, I worked from home. So I was able to spend a lot of time with him. Or, if he's with my parents or the dog sitter, or, what I try to do is, and a lot of trainers will say this, you don't say goodbye. Okay, love you. I'll see you in a minute. I'll come in. So, boom, just leave. So it's like they don't have time to think where you went. So the separation, I try to really just be in the moment and say he's having fun, whatever he's doing. He's enjoying himself. Because last summer when I went to Europe, that was really hard. But, he was still a real baby then. But my whole trip, I was thinking about him and worrying, and was he okay? But this trip, I was a lot more relaxed. And I said, you know what? I'm looking forward to seeing him, and I know he can't wait to see me. And I enjoyed myself. So the separation from your little furry one, you have to just, if you're leaving them with the right people, just know that they're good, and that you have to live your life and enjoy yourself. What about you? Because I know it's hard for you. You can't really sleep out ever because you have multiple cats on your
Right.
watch.
I think what you just said, the key is you have to live your life. So how I handle it. So some of the little ones, they have separation anxiety. Some don't. I have separation anxiety. So when I'm out of the house after 2.5, 3 hours, but it's my introvert too. It's a mix between being an introvert and the kitties. And I don't worry about that something happens to them. I just miss them. Like they give me so much inner peace, where when I'm going out into the world, there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of expectations, how something should be. there's a lot of unbalanced people. So
To
when
put it
I'm,
mildly, there's a lot.
yes,
You're,
so
you're saying it in a kind way.
when I'm leaving the house, I make sure that everybody has water, everybody has food, everything else is fine. I make a conscious decision to get a break because that's important too for me, sometimes to get a break from my kiddies. And if it's just for 2 hours meeting friends for lunch, or as you came up, just having 4 hours doing the recordings, eating lunch and having just wonderful time with my soul friend. And
Absolutely.
then when I recognize I'm done socializing, it's okay to say, hey, I'm done socializing. It's just, I need my peace back. And then do that consciously and go back home.
I feel the same exact way. You're absolutely right, especially if you have such a special bond with your furry ones. What's today? Today's Tuesday, right? On Sunday, I went over to my parents. I had Oliver with me, like I always do, because they love seeing him too, and he's great. I mean, he runs that whole building. He knows where he's going, where he wants to go to the bathroom, where the elevator is, which door he wants to go to. And so Dylan said, "Oh, are you going out?" And I said, "No, I'm just gonna, watch tennis with mom." And then I looked outside, and the sky cleared, and I looked, because they live on the beach. I looked at the pool. I go, "I'm going down." I go, "Mom, Oliver's with you for the next 2 hours. I want to just go down to the pool and swim and relax on my own." Had my time. I went down there. Nobody bothered me. Nobody called. When are you coming up? Beep, bop, boop. And I was like, "Oh, this is so nice." And then I came up, and he met me with all the kisses, and I'm like, "There's my son." Same thing. We need our time, though. It's really important, even in relationships, right? Where people are constantly with each other. I have friends that they spend every second with their husband. I mean, every second. And I'm like, God bless you, because I need my alone independence and my time. Even if it's, like you said, a few hours, then you realize how you appreciate somebody, and then you can circle back. Well, that was nice. I just needed my time. But the constant 24/7 with any human, your furry ones, a loved one, family member, significant other, I mean, come on. I need to be me.
Yeah. Another topic is self-care. So because I have the caregiver and the rescuer in me, I will always first take care of them, making sure they have everything to eat, they have water, nobody is sick. If they are sick, I give them medicine. And I recognize that, and I do the same with my business, with my clients. And I recognized that 2 years ago, as I had some health issues, that I'm at the point, especially now in my midlife, that it's really important to take care of myself first so that I'm not sick and bad. You know what it is when you have a migraine, when you cannot get up and you have to throw up and you cannot deal with the light or the noise, how hard it is to get up and take care of the little ones where you just want to lay in bed. So that really 2 years ago, I really had an awakening of my health is important. So I need to find ways where in my structure, so I'm very structural. So in the morning when I get up, I start taking my supplements without the food, and then drink my lemon water, eat sauerkraut, and then I take my next supplements with food. And then I go on my trampoline, stimulate my vein blood flow, right, and everything, and brain.
Trampolines are so much fun. That reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah,
What a great way to get that metabolism started and the blood flowing.
yeah. And then I do my hula hoop because I have a lower back pain weakness. So for me, it works really well when I do my hula hoop in the morning. And then in the evening for bone density, I do the weightlifting for the upper body. And since I'm doing that, and because I like structure, so I just do it without thinking about if I want to do it or not. And eating gluten-free and sugar-free, and as a vegetarian vegan, so meat-free, it helped me to think so much clearer. And it helped me to be so much more often balanced and in peace with myself. So when something happens with my little ones, whatever, they spill water, the food flies everywhere, or somebody throw ups and somebody thought they have to put a dump right in the middle of everything. With Kabbalah, David Giham, what a pleasure. It made my life in the last 2 years so much more, not only balanced, but peaceful. And by doing this, I really could accept myself more. And by doing self-care, I love myself too, and I love my life. So now I'm at the point what I shared with you in a few episodes before. When I get up in the morning, my focus is, I'm happy. This is my happy day. And that's just what I focus on. And I don't allow anything anymore to distract me, to get upset or frustrated or sad, whatever, for a long time, right? When it comes, I recognize the feeling and it's okay to feel it. And I'm still moving forward. And I'm so happy that I figured this out, to take the tension of the controlling and the helicopter mom and the perfectionist and everything off me, which made my life just miserable.
That's so incredible that you are consciously aware enough to recognize those things. It's hard for us to say we're controlling, right? A lot of people won't admit that. I can admit it. I'm fine with that. That's why I have a fear of flying, because I want to know what this guy's doing in the cockpit. And I've stopped doing it now because I'm like, all right, Chloe, you're in your 40s. Like, stop. Always, I'll say to the stewardess, can I go see the pilot? They're like, what are you, like 14? And I come in, they're like, oh, an adult. It's usually a kid that comes in here who's scared of flying. And I'm like, I'll make a joke. Did you guys sleep last night? No one's been drinking any alcohol in the coffee, have you? You love your wives. You want to make sure these guys, like, the mental state, because they're in control of your life when you're up in the tin can, up in the sky, 38,000 feet up, right? So, like you said, it's the control and it all comes from fear. But if we could recognize these things and find a way, like you said, to get up in the morning and to literally just say, this is my happy place. I'm happy. I'm happy. And just like we say in Jamaica, every day when I lived in Jamaica, and I still do it here, but I'm going to start doing it more. Wake up, like Dylan said, don't just jump out of the bed and go. It's like, I like to do a little bit of breathing and like a slight meditation, and I'll say it out loud. I give thanks for life. And then Oliver comes and licks me, or he probably already has. It's the same thing like you said. I mean, you have really perfected it. I'm getting there. I love that you have found a way to not let these things bother you. I mean, that portion I have down. I don't, you know me. There's very little that bothers me. It's going to roll right off because, like we said, no one else is feeding ourselves. No one else is paying our bills. I don't care what you think about me in the sense that it's going to affect my life, where it's going to affect me in business and relationships. Nobody has control over me like that. You're not, holding free rent in my brain, okay, and getting that out of me. So I love that you are consistently doing that, and that you have this structure. By the way, drinking hot water and lemon, everybody, is one of the best things if you want to stay healthy to do in the morning, is to have that. It's great for the digestive system. It's good for the metabolism. And I love that the kitties really help give you that love and that security and safety. And okay, someone takes a dump in the middle of the room. Yeah, Oliver knows he's not trying that. But, the cats, if that's okay. It happens sometimes. But you're like, what a pleasure. Can't wait to clean this up. What are you going to do? Flip out about it, and then you're going to exhaust yourself into, oh my God, I have a migraine now. I just went crazy on the cats. It's not going to serve a purpose for you.
This and feeling guilty and feeling ashamed that you're not the nice girl, right? What is from my childhood. So I was raised with, you stop mess your feelings. What is it? Push down your feelings.
Suppress your feelings.
You suppress your feelings. You're the nice little girl. And when you get upset, it's a sin. So it really, Kabbalah, and especially for me, how David Giham teaches it, very, very practical. I love it.
Have you read The Power of Kabbalah yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's where you have to start before you read or do anything else. I'll send you a copy. I think
Okay,
my dad still has it.
so doing this really helped me not to go in one or the other direction, not to get upset and not to feel ashamed about being upset. Just, it has no meaning. I already would have forgotten it in an hour. Like, I don't remember, whatever. So what has no meaning in my life, I don't want to get upset about it anymore. Don't want to get anxious about it anymore. Like, there are some things when happen that, like, bigger things, yeah, but like about little poopy things.
We don't have time for that in our lives. It doesn't serve us. There's no purpose of it. And I know I've said this many times on the episodes, but I think that's the problem with the younger generations. They're so caught up in all these things about how many followers on TikToks, and the dance has to be perfect, and I have to dress a certain way, I have to look good, I have to have the best makeup, the best hair, the best nails. They're getting Botox at like 17. I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm just saying when I was growing up, things were very different. And I think that people are losing sight about what's important at a young age. And what's important is family, the friends that really are your ride or die, true lifers, loyal to you. If you have a significant other that you can really trust, pets play a huge role. And I think it's important that parents get pets for children when they're young, because it gives them, it's like the same thing with sports: structure, organization, making you responsible for something else. And if we have all those things in place as we, get into our 20s, mid 20s, and early 30s, it's like we kind of really have a better sense of who we are. But the furries, our babies, the joy, so grateful for the joy. It's just, it's like there's no words for it. It would be the closest to knowing what it's like to have a child. So, but don't give up on me, because I still could have one. You could be an auntie soon. Who knows,
I need to put on you. Whatever is meant to be.
Absolutely. Well, I thank you for this session.
Yeah, it was a great session, and we're coming to the end of the episode. So what's the one message you want to share as a doggy mom?
I encourage everyone to pick up a son or a daughter from a shelter, and a fluffy little puppy with great energy and love. And I promise it will change your life in the most positive way. And it will help give you the structure and organization, and to have really meaningful and fulfilling days. Amen to that, sister friend. Daggy, I love you. People, you know where to find us: ProblemSolvHer.com, no EN solve. And where else, Dagmar?
Spotify, podcast, and on our website and Instagram.
And subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
We
Subscribe
love
on.
you. We see you. Get a dog or a cat, people. We're counting on you.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Bye. Just a quick note before we end. This conversation is for inspiration and empowerment only. It's not medical, mental health, or legal advice. We are not doctors, therapists, or lawyers. Just women sharing real stories and personal truth. Always seek professional guidance for your unique situation.